In the shadows of towering empires and blood-stained thrones where history remembers the names of Alexander, Genghis, and Napoleon, it forgets the woman who shaped them all, not by sword or crown, but by the whisper of wisdom passed from generation to generation. Her name was Althea. No scroll speaks of her, no statue bears her face, but behind every conqueror's rise there echoed her teachings. Born in 320 BCE in the bustling city of Alexandria, Althea was no ordinary woman. A philosopher's daughter and a linguist by age 9, she devoured the knowledge of Greek, Persian, and Egyptian scholars. While her peers were married off, Althea slipped through the cracks of society, assuming the guise of a tutor, scribe, or servant, any role that would grant her access to the future shapers of the world. Her first pupil was a curious boy with wild dreams, Alexander. Though officially tutored by Aristotle, it was Althea, disguised as a Persian slave in the palace, who introduced him to the strategies of Darius, the legends of Achilles, and the science of human persuasion. Conquer the mind before the land. Alexander never forgot. Years later, deep within the Mongolian steppes, she was known as Altani, the wise healer. She saw the storm rising in a boy named Temujin, later known as Genghis Khan. While others taught him war, she taught him patience, how to build loyalty, how to read terrain, and how to unite tribes through respect and fear. Control chaos, bend it to your will. He did, and reshaped the world. Centuries passed, and Althea, ever in the background, moved like a myth across Europe. In Corsica, she became Leonie, a humble tutor to a boy named Napoleon Bonaparte. She urged him to study Caesar's campaigns and Charlemagne's reforms. She warned him of overreaching, of the loneliness of emperors, though he would eventually learn the cost himself. Victory is not in the battle, it's in what you build afterward. No one knew her secret, that she was part of an ancient order, sworn not to rule but to guide. Her knowledge was her weapon, her mind a battlefield. She never stayed long, just enough to steer, to plant an idea, to shape a decision. History doesn't remember women like Althea. It remembers the men they raised, the empires they influenced. But behind every decisive charge, every brilliant strategy, every cruel ambition softened by wisdom, there was her unseen hand. Althea lived for centuries, or so the stories say. Maybe she was one woman, maybe she was many, a legacy passed from mother to daughter, mentor to student. But one truth remains: empires rise and fall, but behind their greatest leaders stood the mind of a woman, the forgotten architect of power, forever hidden in history's shadow. And perhaps even now she watches, waiting to guide the next conqueror.